The Roman Empire. Many historians have been fascinated by this incredible time in the world's history. As one of the most powerful nations of its time, the Roman Empire was a symbol of peace and prosperity for every person who lived in its magnificent cities. The question remains, however, how was such a mighty empire founded? The answer lies in one man with the passion and the vision to see all of it through. His name is Augustus. In order to tell his tale, we will look at one of the most famous pieces of art that shows Augustus in all of his status and power. The piece in particular is known as Augustus of Primapora, and today we shall look at the different parts of this piece and tell the wonderful tale of this first emperor of Rome. In order to tell the tale of this magnificent man, we need to start at the very beginning. History News says, from his birth in 63 BC, he was Octavius. After his adoption was announced in 44 BC, Octavian, and beginning in 26 BC, the Roman Senate conferred on him the name Augustus, the August, or Exalted One. He was born Gaius Octavius Thrilius in Velitri, 20 miles from Rome. His father was a senator and governor in the Roman Republic. History Editors 1. It was this little family edge that helped him rise quickly in the Roman politics. At age 16, he began to take on the responsibilities of his family line, and even fought alongside Caesar in combat. This impressed Caesar so much that he made Augustus his next heir. Once he was put into power, he made many different changes that helped move Rome forward, and he was highly favored in the eyes of his people. The history editors say, during his 40 years of reign, Augustus nearly doubled the size of the empire, adding territories in Europe and Asia Minor, and securing alliances that gave him effective rule from Britain all the way to India. He spent much of his time outside of Rome, consolidating power in the provinces and instituting a system of census and taxation that integrated the empire's furthest reaches. He expanded the Roman network of roads, founded the Praetorian Guard, and the Roman postal service, and remade Rome with both grand and practical gestures. This gave him even more favor and respect to Augustus and helped the empire build even quicker. Now that we have a general sense of who Augustus is, we can now look at Augustus of Primaporta and see how it was made to show the nature of this magnificent man. Let's start with the pose that Augustus can be seen in. The pose he is taking is one of a more relaxed pose, with one arm raised. This is supposed to show him addressing a crowd, or maybe his military forces. This shows his power and title as a leader of this great nation. Next, we'll move on to the chest plate that he can be seen wearing. Julia Fisher says, scholars debate over the identification of each of these figures, but the basic meaning is clear. Augustus has the gods on his side. He is an international military victor, and he is the bringer of the Pax Romana, a peace that encompasses all the lands of the Roman Empire. This shows that even the smallest details on this piece were put on purpose in order to further show his power. Fisher also says, beneath the female personifications are Apollo and Diana, two major deities in the Roman pantheon. Clearly Augustus is favored by these important deities, and their appearance here demonstrates that the emperor supports traditional Roman religion. At the very bottom of the Circeus is Tellus, the earth goddess, who cradles two babies and holds a cornucopia. Tellus is an additional allusion to the Pax Romana, as she is a symbol of fertility, and her healthy babies an overflowing horn of plenty. So now you can see that the breastplate alone is enough to show how much Augustus was known for his status. However, there is one final part of this statue that shows the favor of this emperor had with his empire. This comes in the little boy clinging to his heel. According to Carl Goldsworth, the child is actually Cupid riding on a dolphin. Both of these figures are given high status because of this piece and creates the vision that Augustus descended from the gods and was given to the people of Rome. Overall, this one statue gives us a clear view into this amazing emperor's reign and power. It gives layer after layer of protection and respect, even from the gods themselves and the creatures of the earth. I hope this video was as fun to watch as it was to make. Thank you all again, and I had a blast in this class.